really 3 people waiting here for me to chitty chat. Hey people, who's here? Show yourselves. I am just driving home from Starbucks right now, and I don't know, I'm feeling kind of, I don't know, sassy, something. I'm feeling something. So 2 more hours for my sale, which is good, because when I was getting stuff ready yesterday, I was like, it got late. I mean, I'm on like very little sleep, and all of a sudden I realized, I was like, wait, what? I have boxes in the other room, and I actually was getting ready, and I was going through the wrong boxes. So I have more boho stuff than I realized. So I got like 2 boxes ready, or a box and a tote, and I think I have another tote and a half in the other room, and I have time now, since I'll be getting home earlier than I thought, to take care of that. So that's good. So okay, now there's only one person here, which is fine, because, you know. So who's here? Tell me, I'm at a stoplight. Did you guys watch the Lucky in Love drama? And now it's the Pyrex Bowl. I think that it was like the buyer canceled, and it was a whole thing now. That just sucks. That's horrible. I mean, it's crazy that it went the way it did, and it was a big, like, you know, attention thing. But I mean, I feel bad for the seller, because that was pretty exciting, and then to get to that point where it's like, wah, 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 you know, that's not cool. Who are the 2 people? I can't see a chat. I don't see a chat unless nobody's chatting. So yeah, so I went to a sale today where I got this big honking thing with a spider stapled to his face, and then there's a smaller one in back it's like more medium. You can see his butt. And then I got some really good stuff yesterday. So my car, well, it's not, I took some of it in the house, but yeah, my car right now is loaded. I unloaded it at Tammy's house, and then I had to reload it after, because I wasn't sure what we would end up with. And let me tell you, there were desks and chairs, and if any of you are local to me, hey Christy, hey girl. Oh Christy, I was thinking about you, because I went to this, the sale I was at, it was a church, and I don't know what your denomination is, but I'm Catholic, and this happened to be a Catholic church, and they had like, oh, you are an angel, Apple. Thank you. Not the best angle, but you got to take what you can get, right? So yeah, they had, like, it was in the old school part of the church, and I was like, oh, are there any chalices? I just love all that stuff in the church, you know. But there wasn't. I did get, now the only 2 things that I felt like were really kind of representative of, I'm going home, but I was in Hubertus, Nancy, at St. Gabe's. They have, it's not a lot. Now I will say, if you like are a crafter, if somebody's a crafter, they had a ton of like felt and all these fabrics and glues and stuff, and there was all kinds of odd like things like that in bulk, like coffee cups or these glass containers, or like a lot of stuff in bulk, and a lot of it never used. And there was a ton of costumes. So this church used to put on one of the biggest haunted houses in our area, and I actually took Rachel and a bunch of her friends to the last one. Well, me and another mom. And that was a whole thing because I was hanging out to her for dear life. They're not my favorite thing. And because I don't like getting scared. I'm always afraid I'm going to kick somebody in the teeth or something because, when you're a shotgun hitchers. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't your typical church sale. Hi, Sherry. It wasn't your typical church sale, like all the cute little rummagey things. It was like a lot of like their stuff. And so like if my kids were younger, would have been great.
Text message from Rachel.
That, because there were all these books, all these church, like a lot of like school, like books and stuff for different grades and, learning things. There was a lot of like custodian kind of stuff, tools and stuff. A guy bought a shop vac, I think, for $1.50. Tammy was like, oh my God, if I'd have seen that, I would have grabbed it. There were all kinds of odd things, but then there were also all kinds of good things. Like, there were a ton of different desk chairs and desks. And so good. It was just so good. So I just pulled in at the house. I will stay in the car for a little bit. So I got this guy. He's humongous. Hey, hi Laura. Find me a new haircut shaver thing. New one worked too well, Dave. I just got home. So yeah, I got this guy and they stapled the thing on his face. So that's kind of cool. And then there's the other one. And then some of that's the stuff I got the other day. But then stuff from I got to the church there. So I did get like a couple scrolly things that were up on the wall. One of them, I felt like it kind of kind of like a boho vibe. And it's like said something about like one or together or whatever, And I thought it was kind of like a God thing, but also kind of like a people thing. And then I got this other thing that was like from like the Catholic Ecology Center. So I think it just said something about the Ecology Center. And then there was another one that I got that was something about, God is love and isn't it better to have any love than no love at all or something like that. So I was like, oh yeah, I like those. Cause I like anything that kind of hangs and stuff. I don't know, a scrolly thing. And my glasses are kind of, glary. Look, I got my thing in my hair today. Oh yeah, so then after the church rummage, I had to run to the church. So the church rummage, it was in their old school, the old property, which there's a church on the site, and all of a sudden me and Tammy were like, oh my gosh, we could have this be a wedding venue, and then we can make a hall and the whole thing. We just need, financial supporter. So then we were at the church. We went to the church because they have flea market in September that I participate in. And I had to drop off my check for that. And all of a sudden she's like, why do you have blood on you? So I had blood. You see it right here? I don't know if I'm holding up the right area. There it is. I don't know. Anyhow, I was bleeding. And I was like, blood of God. And so it wasn't bad. I don't know where it happened, but then ran to the church, then took Tam home, cleaned up my hand and got a Band-Aid, stopped and got another Starbucks because I am literally on 2 hours of sleep. And thank you, Nettie, for this one. And also got a little ASMR, a little piece of crumb cake. I want to try that chicken sandwich with the maple butter. And now this is the second time I tried to get one, and they are all out. So I'm 0 for 2. And at some point I'll just give up. So no Dave tonight. Dave, are you still here? No Dave tonight. So thank God he did a load of laundry for me yesterday. Thank you, Dave. And this shirt I grabbed it and I hung it to dry, and it dried enough, and it was still a little damp in places when I put it on, but I didn't care. Boo! I need more laundry done, Dave. So, okay, a haircut shaver thing. Yeah, I'll be on the lookout. And I'm not planning, Dave. I'm not planning on going anywhere else this weekend. Just like last weekend, I gotta stay and try to get things cleaned up. But yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That grad kid has the thing. So, well, I hope you guys are gonna come to the sale today. It's BOLO sale, and I've got some really good stuff. I did post some pictures. It was like probably 2 a.m. when I posted them, which doesn't sound bad, but when you're getting up at 3, holy crap. No, at 5:30. I was getting up at 5:30. I went to bed at 2:30, I think. Or was it 3 o'clock? I think it was 3 o'clock. Maybe even later. So, anyway, so yeah, whew, I got good stuff. So I posted 10 pictures, and then I posted another 10 pictures. So if you are on, can somebody delete that, please? Dave, I have an extra nose hair trimmer. That'd be enough for his head. He has a little peanut head. Okay, naked girls. So perfect. All right. Thank you, Apple. Apple, I'll have to make you a mod. So I don't know what else right now. Is there anything you guys are looking for? Because I definitely have a lot to choose from, and I try to do everything I can do. So, oh yeah, I need to do that subscribers only thing. Yeah. Oh, is Laura still here? And I don't think I could do that and do anybody. Because Christy, you're not a subscriber. Here, add moderator. There, I just did it. And add moderator. Oh, I just did it. Yay. Oh, is that what I just thrifted? No, that's the big one, spoon of fork. I'll have to look for that. I know I just got something else. So, thanks. Thank you, Beth. Hey, Kelly. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, so I'll make sure if I have that I bring it. But I know I have another. It's not a fork and a spoon thing. It's 2 spoons, but I was like, it still serves the purpose, I thought. And they're cool. But that's something I just got yesterday. Oh my gosh, yesterday, you guys, I got so much stuff at the sale, and I had a little, like, incident that could have escalated, but I didn't escalate it. But it was 50% off when we got there. Nancy was with me. She's the one that told me about it. And when we were downstairs, and I've told the story before, but anyway, when we were downstairs, they said 65% off now. They literally had like less than 2 hours left, I think. So I was like, okay. So you know how like when you're at an estate sale, you have to double back anyway and look around. Well, I end up having to go back around now because 65% off. So I did get a couple things. Did I show you guys that pink quilted like drawer thing? If I didn't, I gotta make sure I post a picture of that because it was cool. And I ended up getting it for like $4.90. I think I did the math. And so that was fun. So anyhow, I go upstairs and I throw a couple things in my bag that I had left upstairs, which the lady downstairs said it includes anything you have upstairs. Well, guess what? I got upstairs and they were singing another tune. And we were like, well, the lady downstairs specifically said, and then she came upstairs and she didn't say anything. And I wanted to say, could you tell them that you said, you know, but I didn't. And I didn't know about this estate sale company, and I didn't want to burn any bridges because nice by people because I kind of blend in. But, that would be the one time they'd be like, oh, I remember that So, I know. And then nobody said anything, and me and Nancy, you could tell we were both kind of stewing. And Nancy's like the nicest, most mild-mannered lady. And in the car, she was like, oh, I was getting mad. I wanted to say something. And like I said, if this was like a one and done kind of thing, I would have said something. I would have laid it out. But I didn't. I mean, I could have, hi, Deborah. I could have said, I have a placard. I'd have a placard. I could have said, I have a disability. And why would I carry this bag that weighs like 25 pounds that's full? Why would I carry it down to the basement when I have another bag? And also, you are offering me this space to put the stuff down too. They're offering you space. And it's normal. That is normal at an estate sale. That is normal. So then she says the stuff up here is 50% off. And the stuff that you brought, that is the stuff that's 65. And I'm like, yeah, well, I just put some of the stuff I brought from downstairs into that bag before I went into the other room again. Well, and I'm not going to get into a word, his word, your word against my word. And it was a younger girl. She just was a bee. And then the lady that was packing the bag for me, I think she felt bad. And then the other guy, he was super cool and nice. But anyhow, so then when they were, like, she was telling the girl the prices, every now and then she would be like, so yeah, this one, $1, or yeah, just throw this one in, or $1 or something. So I could tell, oh gosh, okay. I could tell that she was like feeling bad. So anyhow, they do my total, and I was right on with the first page, and then the second page, she did it like it was still in the bag. She didn't want to pull everything out. I think she was pissed. And I was like, whatever. So she gives me my total, and I was like, alrighty then. I was very happy. Truth be told, I didn't want to get into a mess about anything because it's not worth $15 or something to ruin a possible, relationship with an estate sale company that did good pricing, and they priced most of their items. That's a big thing to me. It's a huge thing. And so, and the girl apologized at the end. And I said, yeah, no, don't worry. It's all good. I'm happy with the way it worked out. And I was happy with my final price. But like I said, if it was like a thing and I was really ticked, and if it was something that I didn't I literally called my chiropractor from the basement and was like, can I, right? Oh, she sure did. I called and I put off my appointment for like a half an hour, and he was fine with it. He laughed when I got there. But, I felt like if I wasn't ever going to see these people, I would have went all out. I would have said, you are basically being discriminatory to somebody that has a disability, because my back was killing me carrying that, and to carry it downstairs and then have to bring it back up with another one yet, that's just stupid. Oh yeah, that's not cool at all. I would go off. Apple, I would go off if that happened. But the whole idea was like, you can't, that's discriminating against people that can't carry all that, and they're happy to help you and happy to let you keep your stuff there, but then, like I said, it's not worth like $15 or $18 or whatever it would have saved me. But it's the principle of the thing. Like, don't be an a-hole. Can I say that on here? Don't be an a-hole just because you can get away with it. Because that's bad, right? Right, Beth? That's hilarious. That's just rude. It is. It's just rude. It's not like being a good human, and I don't play that, you know? Yes. And you know, the thing is, in that situation, okay, if you've ever worked retail, what is the logo if you work in retail? Basically, the customer is always right, okay? And you do whatever you can to accommodate the customer. And having worked in HR, I know all about like accommodations for people with disabilities. Now, do I have the visual kind of disability that everybody kind of pictures? No, I do not, because I have invisible diseases. Right. Oh yeah, this girl was younger than me, and she should have been respectful. But you know, whatever. So I'll just say I was happy with what I got, and then like a crazy person, I was like thinking about it, and I needed to focus, and I needed to chill, and I went and I got some crystals after that, and then I went to get something to eat, and I was checking my messages, and I had a message from another local friend from off of here, and she was telling me about this free wicker, and it's this chick called Wicker Bitch who is on Instagram, and I didn't realize like she's local. Well, I'm like, how come that sounds familiar? And then she's like, oh, I sell at Antiques on Pierce. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I knew I knew that name, and I probably, yes, right, Apple? Because I was like, hey, bitch. Yes. And I said, I betcha I took took a picture when I saw your name, because I love that name. And I am going to look through my pictures. I think that was in January when I was there. And I thought that was hilarious, obviously. And I mean, I really respect a good, you know. And, ooh, yes, Beth. I'm down for that kind of thing. And I got a really good flea market to go to a week from Saturday, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, anyway, end up talking to her to say, where are you located and how long are you there? She goes, I'm here till whenever. And she tells me where she's located. Well, hell, she less than 10 minutes away. She was right like a block from where I was born, at the hospital I was born at, which is not like the best area anymore, but whatever. The houses are gorgeous. It was fine. I didn't have a problem with it. And I got a bunch of free stuff. And then she really wanted me to get that cart, which I did not need. Because I have a cart. I have a bar cart. You guys haven't seen it yet. Oh my God, Nancy saw it. It's so good. You guys, I need an apartment so bad. I can't stand it. So I saw a place today, and I pulled around, and me and Tammy took a picture, and she's reading it, and she said upper, and I'm like, I don't even care anymore. Well, I do care, but and she goes, no pets. I'm like, so it's yeah, aren't they huge? This one is the biggest. Tammy put him in front when she left because I don't have room back here, and this guy isn't quite as big, but he'll do. Sell one at the flea market. They're both gonna be sold at the flea market because I don't really do. His face is bashed in a little, but yeah, I don't really do Halloween. I don't decorate for Halloween. I do pumpkins, but honestly, I don't really like. My bar cart is everything, right, Nancy? It's so good. Oh, it's so good. So I don't need that one as much as I love it. So I'm gonna sell that one too at the flea market. But anyhow, the girl gave me a great deal. I mean, like a great deal, because then I got that other shelf right there. It's falling apart at the bottom, but you know, try to find some wicker that hasn't been. That thing was, it looks like it was painted a couple times. I don't care. I mean, I think I'm going to use it in my booth. I like to change things up. I like to keep things changing. Yes, Lori, the bar cart I got at St. Vinny's. Isn't it amazing? And so, yes. So, no, both of you, both of the culprits are on right now. Nancy made me go down rabbit hole number 1 at the estate sale, and Lori made me go down rabbit hole number 2 at the Wicker. So then I end up buying the bigger pieces that are taking up my vehicle now. And then to Tammy, when I was like, oh, I'm going to have to put this stuff in your garage while we go, just in case we find something big, you know? So I just put it in her garage, and then she saw the shelf that I got, and she's like, ooh, I like this. I'm like, take it. And then she took another little wicker thing. I'm like, take anything you want. I didn't care if it was paid for or free because she's my bestie. But yeah, she took some of the free stuff, so whatever. And yeah, she was like, oh yeah, this stuff is cute. How to explain to someone that you don't have a disability, but the person you care for, how do you explain to someone that you don't have a disability, but the person you care for, I don't know if you just didn't finish, does. Oh, I don't know, because quite frankly, yeah, Apple, yeah. A lot of times people just don't care. Like for instance, for me, you know, you don't see it, right? And this is something that I always remember. When I lived in LA, I was at the post office and I was in line, and there were, you know, like 4 or 5 people in line behind me, and there was a girl about 2 or 3 people behind me, and this lady that walks in, and she saw this girl walk in, and she like laid into this girl for parking in the handicap spot. And the girl like was basically, you know, brought to tears because she's like, you don't know, you know, you don't know me, you don't know my life, you don't know my pain, you don't know my situation. And I felt so bad for her. I was like ready to kick some booty, even though I'm a lover, not a fighter. But you know, I honestly, I'm a bigger advocate for other people than I am for myself. Because if it happened to somebody else, I'm more likely to sit up and say, hey, that's BS. And no, you aren't doing this, because I'm all based on principle. I mean, I'm not all high and mighty. I'm just saying, I am so based on principle. I am very much golden rule, you know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or, you know, yeah, to do unto you. And, you know, treat people the way you want to be treated. I don't understand how people don't get that. I really don't understand how people don't get that. I mean, you know, like there's famous people that get that are just like, they feel like they're just like anybody else, you know? You know, yeah, they have to have security because otherwise they'll probably get like mauled at, you know, a restaurant or something. So but they act like they are one of us as much as they can, right? Because there are people that are humble enough and good people inside. And just even across the board, regular people, how many people are there out there that are just like, oh, they think they're better than anybody because they can do this, that, or the other that anybody else can't do or something. Ugh, no, I hate that. Grandma had dementia. She dropped her grandma at the wrong door at Walmart to go park. They spent 3 hours. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I will tell you, getting a disability parking thing is not difficult. That is horrible, Deborah. I can't. That's just disgusting. People are horrible. But to get one of these, I mean, you have to be in need. I mean, I've talked to my doctor about certain, like I gave him exact examples, you know, because people would be like, if you have this, then how come you can go to the flea market? Or if you have this, da, 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 da. Well, guess what? If I didn't have this, I might have to park even further away, and then I might not be able to do the certain things that I would like to do, or just, you know, there's all kinds of reasons. It does make life a little easier. And I have it for a few different reasons. But yeah, it is none of their business. Um, but you just have to talk to your doctor, and your doctor will give you the it's a form and that your doctor fills out, and you take it to the DMV. And I think it's like $9 you pay. So, you pay $9 and you get it. It's really not hard to get. You don't have to be on disability to have that. So, um, there's still a lot of things that you can, help you can get. So, yeah. Okay, so now I have like an hour and a half to go, and I still have to get some things ready. And my boyfriend is eyeing me over here. He's a real looker, isn't he? He was cheap too. Look at him. My boyfriend got me in the carpool lane today. I'm kidding. I would never do that. I got him because I need to stay mobile. I can begin shopping just fine. Yeah. Well, Deborah, I can't stand up for a long time. I'm like almost like as soon as I'm standing, I'm looking for a place to sit already. So, and it's hard. If I'm walking, it makes it a little better. I do take pain medications, certain things every day, and there are things that I can do that will be helpful to me, but then they might, they could sometimes make me a little woozy if I haven't eaten enough, or it make me tired. If I'm already tired, then it'll make me more tired. If you have a good night's sleep, some of that stuff doesn't affect you as hard. But if you're already tired, then you're just like crying for that bed. Like right now, I am tired. So to get that caffeine pumping through my veins will be, a good thing, because I got an extra shot. So sometimes you got to know what works for you, and you go with it. And you know what? My dumb self did. I was in Menomonee Falls, and I didn't even go to the post office. And there are a few of you that don't have your packages yet. That I needed to get the proper box for those popcorn things. So I'm gonna try to do that tonight. Some of that, and can't stand in one spot either. Oh yeah. Oh, I know. Oh. Yeah, you should just use a walker. Don't use two canes. Use a walker. A walker is so much better. Plus, you can get those little pouches. You can get a walker with the little seat. That's what you should do, Deborah. And if you have a hard time finding one, there are companies that provide them, for people that like can't afford them, and don't have any kind of pride about it. Because if you can get help, you should get help. Nobody should be helpless. Nobody should have to struggle. And I'm not saying that you can't do it or anything. I'm just saying, I know my situation. I would be trying to get one at Goodwill. I see them at Goodwill, and I see them at rummage sales all the time. And I'm telling you, if I could find one at Goodwill and send it to you, I would. But I'm sure that the shipping would be ridiculous. But yeah, they have those ones that are by the company called Drive, which is, the company that is like the walker company or whatever. I still have my walker. I kept it from my first knee, and then I used it for my second knee. I loaned it to a friend that had knee stuff done. I loaned it out a few times, and then Jack used it when he was a senior in high school. He used it for senior day. So, I've gotten my money out of that, and I'm keeping it because I'm sure my day will come where I need it again. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace might have them cheap too. Yeah, but check. But a lot of them. Okay. Well, thank you, you guys. I'm gonna be on Beth's channel in August. Is it the 14th or the 28th, Beth? I don't remember. But yeah, I'm gonna do a Sunday show. It's the 28th. It's not. I couldn't do the 14th, so I think it's the 28th or something, or 21st. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm gonna be on with Sweet Treats and Pretties. Yay! I'm gonna have to make some healthy. Well, I'm trying to get healthy soon here. But hey, Danny. So yeah, um, yeah, I'm gonna be on Beth's channel in a month or so. So yes, the 28th at yes 12:30 Eastern time, so 11:30 our time, my time, her time and my time, Central. So okay, well you guys, I gotta get in the house so I can get all ready for you guys, right? Gotta take a work call. Talk to you later. We'll try to be at the sale, okay, Apple? All right, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on. This is fun, and I think I want to do it more often because this comes kind of natural to me. And I like to, I love to interact. You guys know that. And so, this is like a great time that if anybody has questions or anything just to say, I mean, I'm here for you, I'm here to, yes, you will, Christy. But, also like if you guys have constructive criticism, I'm here for it. I am not here for hate. I'm all about trying to be, you know, you know. Yeah, I got very yesterday. I had my crystals and I took a piece of malachite out and I had it in my hand, and when I went up to my grandparents' um gravestone or tombstone, I cleaned it off. I cleaned off my great grandparents' stone, cleaned off my godfather's stone, and had some conversation with my grandparents, and had my malachite. It's like a protection stone crystal, and that was really good for me. I got emotional. Um, but that's like I don't know if you guys have any, if you've ever lost anybody that's buried at a cemetery. Well, I guess you could just pretend, go eat. I will. I got something here. Um, I promise, Danny. But if you guys have like just you're going nuts and it's just like hard to just get away sometimes. Like I really want to go down to the lakefront. It's not very far at all. Um, and it's more like an ocean front, really. But I just want to go there and just chill someday. But anyhow, if you have somebody that you've lost, maybe not too fresh because it's sometimes hard. I used to cry so much when I used to go to the funeral or to the cemetery, but now I cry a little bit at some point because, well, especially when I was talking to my grandpa about something. But um, it's such a peaceful place. I wish that we had a bench by my grandparents. I'm starting to think I should take a chair. I would just like to sit there with them. I wish their gravesite was more in the middle of the cemetery because they're like right by the road, right by the street, and it's Milwaukee, so it's busy. But it's a great place to decompress some and to kind of get. It's a good place to like kind of release some stuff, to like kind of just sit there and like purge some things from your brain and your feelings, like like you can kind of decompress a bit. It's very peaceful, even zen, like depending on like the cemetery. I personally would love if I could just sit down on the grass, take a blanket or whatever and sit down on the grass. I could do it, but getting up would be a scene. And people from the road, I don't want people like honking at me because my big butt's up in the air and I'm whatever. I could wrench my back again by doing that. I don't want to do that. So I'll either take a chair or I don't know, but I wish there was a bench there, and you can't really do that because they cut the grass and stuff. They can't be dealing with all that. But unless you had one of those concrete ones put in, that would have been great, but we don't have that. So anyway, I don't love going there. I miss them horribly. my grandpa's been gone for 32 years now, I think. But I love that their tombstone says together forever. I love that. So anyway, I am gonna get going. Yes. Yes. I know, and I really do need that. Hi Kim. Yep. Hi Kathy. Welcome. Yep, time check. It's yeah, I got an hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in an hour, hopefully. And it's not all just like crazy boho. I do, you guys, I put regular things in there that can be used in any which way. You know, make it fit. And also, I'm having vintage Christmas too. Hubby and I, headstone is going to be a headboard. Ooh, that's cool. So, okay, well, you guys, yes, I've been sitting here in the car running because it's air conditioned. So, all right, I'm going to get going. I will see you guys in an hour. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great day, but have a better day and come to Comfy Cozy Living at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 o'clock Central, and 10 a.m. Pacific. See you guys later, hopefully not too much later, in a little bit. Love you guys. Bye.